Now, in case you didn't know yet, more American politicians arrived in Taiwan for an unannounced and possibly deliberately provocative visit yesterday. 2 weeks ago, Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi led a delegation of Democrats to the island for a visit that has yet to be fully explained, but nevertheless sparked China into using the island for target practice for a few days. Whatever you think about China's aggression and the right of politicians from the free world to visit the supposedly free Taiwan, it is undeniable that there are times when making such an undiplomatic gesture is a terrible idea. You'd think that now, with China's ally Russia invading Ukraine, would be one such moment. Then again, appeasing China is also not in our long-term interests. Defence Minister Richard Marles was asked about this on the weekend, and his response was, quote, "What we obviously want to see is a return to normal peaceful behaviour around the Taiwan Strait. We have to get back to that normal peaceful set of behaviours," unquote. Only then could the world, quote, "breathe a sigh of relief." That rather conveniently lets China off the hook. We hear no call to boost defence spending to combat the Chinese threat in the Pacific. We hear no call for corporate Australia to reduce its exposure to Chinese firms that are stealing our intellectual property and buying up our resources. And we hear no calls for China to respect Taiwan and its right to exist in peace. This latest visit should qualify for what Marles calls, quote, "normal and peaceful." But his friends in Beijing are unlikely to see it that way. So there will be no sighs of relief being breathed in our region this week. History is replete with those who tried to appease aggressors and failed. But Marles is not the only politician going down this road. Pelosi herself is also having a crack at it, although not with China. You'll be astonished to learn who, or should I say what, she's trying to appease this week and what she's using to do it. More about that at the end of the show. In the meantime, we have two of the most uncompromising commentators in the nation on tonight, South Australian Senator Alex Antich, who will discuss the internal tensions in the Liberal Party, and Gideon Rosner of the Institute of Public Affairs, discussing the latest threat to free speech. And Woke Watch today is not emanating from some crackpot university faculty or left-wing media machine, but instead from the combined efforts of the New South Wales government and opposition. What is dominating their agenda at the moment will boggle your mind.